Thanks for clicking on this video. My name's Darren, and today we're going to go over a dimmer switch. One of my favorite styles of dimmer switch is the toggle style. It's by Lutron, and it is an LED plus dimmer switch. And one reason I like this design the most is because you don't really have to change any cover plates. You can use the existing cover plate because this toggle style is going to fit right in the standard switch space. And that's good because you don't have to worry about a round dial or a decor square switch or something like that. Now it's cool if that's what you want in your house. You can always find a cover plate to fit it. But what's cool about this design is that you don't have to go through all that. You take the switch out that you want to replace it with, you put this one in, and put the cover back on. It's just that simple. Back when I first started wiring homes, dimmer switches could only dim incandescent light bulbs. LEDs wasn't as far as they are now, and they had no dimming capabilities. But that all changed. Nowadays, you can dim LED light bulbs. Some you still can't. So when you go to the store to pick up a bulb, just know all incandescents can be dimmed, but not all LEDs can be dimmed. So pay attention to the packaging and see if it's dimmable. Let's open this box and take a closer look, and I'll tell you all about it. All right, so there you go. This is the dimmer switch. So let's go ahead and open this thing. All right, looks like a good dimmer switch to me. Let's lay that right there. It came with one yellow wire nut. I'm gonna sit that right there. And looks like it comes with some instructions. This is the dimmer switch. Like I said, it's a toggle style. And it has its potentiometer right here on the edge of it. These are breakaways. If you were stacking other dimmer switches or bigger devices, sometimes you have to break these off to fit another dimmer switch right next to it or a device that's big. You would need to break these off, and you just do it with a pair of pliers. So what this is used for is your dimming range to help you range the way you want it to be dimmed. All the specs stamped right into the aluminum frame. It's UL listed. It tells you everything. It's a 120 volt, 60 hertz dimmer switch. So this one has the ability to be a three-way or a single pole dimmer switch. When you're wiring this single pole way, it's not this one and this one. So this is where your hot's gonna go. And this is where your switch leg is gonna go. If you're wiring it as a single pole. Three-way switch, then you would have a set of travelers here and here. This would be your common. It looks strange, I know, but if you wired it just like a three-way switch, you would get this wrong every time. So your travelers would be these brass screws, and this copper-colored screw would be your common, just like the black screw that you would see on a normal three-way switch. It should be a simple install. It's already got a ground here, so you should be able just to wire nut that straight onto a ground, and you're ready to go. All right, let's go wire this thing. All right, I'm gonna remove
the existing single pole switch from the box using a screw gun. Next, I'm going to loosen the terminals. First the hot terminal and then the switch leg. I'm going to twist the switch and remove the ground screw. Loosen the ground screw, and then remove all the wires one by one. Next, I'm going to prepare the ground to install the wire nut to ground the switch. So after that's done, next I'm going to land the hot underneath the copper terminal and then twist the other direction to land the red light tail underneath the brass screw. Once both terminals are tightened down and nice and snug, I'll shape the wires. This will make it easier to stuff the wires in the box. After that's done, I'll take a screw gun and I'll tighten the dimmer switch down in the box.
Make sure you turn off the power before installing the dimmer switch. If you arc out a dimmer switch, one thing that I've done in the past, and I don't want you to make the same mistake, is when a dimmer switch arcs out, what happens is it actually just gets smoked. They're very, very sensitive to that. So always work with the electricity turned off, because you can and you will damage the dimmer switch if you don't.
So now I have the dimmer switch installed, and I went ahead and put a cover plate on it just to trim it out to let you see what it would look like next to an outlet. Just like a regular single pole switch, when you flip the switch, the light comes on. The special ability that this dimmer switch has over a single pole switch is that it does have the little dimmer. Isn't that cool? You can really see that dimmer work on an incandescent. So here's another angle on the Edison style bulb. It looks really cool. It's in the dim position. Closing. So this would be a trickle running of electrodes running through the light socket. All this dimmer switch is doing is creating resistance. It's kind of like having a faucet or a valve that is barely open, letting just a little bit of electricity or electrodes pass, and as you open it, more can flow easier. There's less resistance, causing the bulb to get brighter. All right, so that's the dimmer switch. That's going to be it.
Alright, that was easy enough. By installing a dimmer switch, you can really set the mood in any room that it's installed in. Whether it's a dining room, whether it's a living room, or even the bedroom. So if you got value out of this and you're interested in a dimmer switch, now you have the tools to install one. Alright y'all, that just about does it for this video. My name's Darren, and I'll see you in the next video.